We didn't even have a solution. Honestly, we didn't even understand our whole industry. And suddenly we got an investment of like $2.5 million. Who are you and what do you do? Like you would explain it to Elon Musk. My name is William. I'm the CTO and co-founder at Federato. I basically run the engineering aspects at Federato. What we do is basically we help big insurance carriers optimize their portfolios, think about accumulations, and basically about the rate retention. And we're doing a lot of machine learning for that to basically build the software that helps them do that. William, you can run a software company from anywhere in the world. Why did you choose San Francisco? Clearly the people. I think that was a very clear difference between the Netherlands and San Francisco to me. People here are very ambitious, are really passionate about what they do, and actually really care about making impact. And that's the kind of people I wanted to surround myself with. So I think that's why San Francisco. You know, the weather is a nice thing as well, but it's for me really about the people here. Can you share one important and practical tip on scaling a company in the US or operating in a larger organization? Yeah, so my most important tip is starting with the users. When I started Federato, we didn't know anything about insurance, very little. And so we started out interviewing as many people as we could before we even wrote the first line of code. So I think the first 6 months of building this company, it was all about interviewing as many users as we could and just honestly answering or asking as many questions as we could. What was your most what the fuck moment during business in the US? I think how fast things go. And especially when we started out, right? We started out with honestly a problem. We didn't even have a solution. Honestly, we didn't even understand our whole industry. And suddenly we got an investment of like $2.5 million, right? Out of honestly nothing. We didn't have a solution, we didn't have any sales, we didn't really have anything other than a problem space and 2 minds that happen to know something about statistics and business. My number one tip for fundraising in the Bay Area, I would say just get it started and just talk to as many people as you can. Cold emailing is probably not going to work. I haven't seen that being successful. So you want to be connected. You want to try and get as much warm interest as you can. And people tend to be more friendly with you than you think in terms of offering warm interest, especially here in the US. So I think that's something you really want to go. When someone offers you, hey, I can introduce you to these and these people, go and talk to them and like try and get that actually warm intro because that's the only way you're going to speak to people. And be confident. Be confident. If you're comparing it with fundraising in the Netherlands, you can be a little bit more humble. Here in the US, don't be humble. Like that, I think I've learned that. Be really big with your ideas. Try and really, explain we're going after a multi-billion-dollar market because otherwise they're not going to be interested, right? That's their game. And so really make sure you're doing that and really think big in that aspect and try and get as many warm interests as you can. How do you compete with big tech for talent? For us, it's all about responsibility. Anytime I have a lot of friends who work for Facebook or Google, and I speak to them about their jobs, and honestly, working for a big company like that would be my personal biggest nightmare because they have zero impact. You're working on a project that is really, really big. You build a bit of code, but really, are you going to really see your work in real life? No, right? And so I think for us, it's really all about making impact in the company and actually having responsibility. That is really a differentiator between us and a Google.